All right, you're welcome back. Akeredolu, Igboho and ACF Mayetti Allah jokers, Gani Adams. That's the inner security we have in Nigeria. By the Ima Njoku, Stanley Nzoru, Owerisola Ojo, Kaduna and Oke Samson Umaya. Alright, the Odua People Congress, OPC, and the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, are spriting fire and brimstone following the reaction from the presidency and the Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, over the recent quick notice added to killer Fulani X-Men in Ondo and Oyo State by the Governor Rotimi Akeredolu. And Yoruba advertised Sunday Adeyemo, popular known as Sunday Igboho, respectively. Alright, in briefly, the presidency, in a statement by the spokesman Garba Shehu and opposite Governor Akeredolu, quick order, arguing that the governor has no such power, while the ACF are threatened reprisal following recent alleged attack on the Fulani in Oyo community. At the same time, the late Dr. Frederick Fasheun, faction of the OPC, in a statement signed by this Deputy President Otumba Wasiu Afolabi yesterday, advised the presidency and ACF against playing politics and the intensity with the worrisome state of this insecurity the Southwest. Alright, Afolabi alias Askari, who made the call at the weekend after an emergency meeting of OPC leaders at the Century Hotel, Okota, Lagos, said ACF is treating reprisal instead of telling its prodigal sons to aid their criminality. ACF should know that nobody has a monopoly over violence. Alright, at all the millions of law-abiding Fulani man and a woman living in our midst have absolutely no cause for the alarm. Those Fulani criminals hiding under the cloak on the being X-Men to be pirates, even against law-abiding citizens, should know their time is up. Henceforth, it will be fire to fire. Alright, Afolabi explained his group backing for the pronouncement issued by the Ondo governor that X-Men should leave forest for open area by the Monday. We are fully prepared to enforce Governor Akeredolu's quick notice in Ondo State at the expiration of the 2 weeks deadline. Anybody found in the jungle will be regarded as a kidnapper, and bandit will be appropriately dealt with. We Yoruba shall rise up to defend our land from the foreign marauders who daily rape our women, kill our farmers, and kidnap Nigerian citizens. Alright, at the same time, a nod is a nod. Meanwhile, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has advised Oyo State Commissioner of Police Ngozi Onadeko to honorably resign instead of obeying the order from the Inspector General of Police to arrest Yoruba activist Igboho. Kanu, in a statement he issued, that the group media and the publicity secretary Imam Powerful said a winning to Mrs. Ngozi Onadeko, the new Igbo Commissioner of Police, Oyo State Command. At the same time, you are an Igbo woman, so I expect you to be reasonable enough to know what Fulani IGP posted you to Oyo to superintend and arrest or possible killing of Yoruba youth. In order, ferment amid between the East and the West at the critical juncture in the history of the liberation of all the indigenous people across Nigeria, including you and your family. Or as Nnamdi Kanu also said, I will advise you to resign honorably from your position as a certain Yoruba CP did in Abia State, when he declined to order man under the command to open fire on IPO protesters. At the same time, I'm warning you not to do anything likely to jeopardize the safety or well-being of Sunday Igboho. Otherwise, you and your family will have mind of IPOB to contend with. Nothing should happen to Igboho Kanu 1. Alright, at the same time, Maso back Igboho. Also, movement of the hallucination of sovereign state of Biafra, Maso, has truly its weight behind Igboho. Masop said it was in the total support of action of Igboho of not allow their land to be taken over by Fulani X-Men. The publicity director of Masop, Sonny Okeofo, said that the action of Yoruba youth led by the Igbo was to shake an expansionist adventure of the Fulani. Alright, Okafor advised Igbo not to be intimidated by the threatening of arrest from the any quarters of poultry will not be a fear to in its fear to take action that are be interested of people. Okafor advised Igbo not to be intimidated by the threat of the arrest from the any quarters as the poultry will not be fair to him if he fear to take action that are interested of people, regardless of Oyo Commissioner of Police Ngozi Onadeko and respectively the state government where be Iganga Ibarapa North local government area yesterday to broker peace between others and residents. In a briefly spokesman of Oyo State Police Command, Olugbenga Fadeyi, who disclosed the deployment to the capable yesterday, however, did not give details of the meaning. ACF Mayeti Allah Jokers and Gani Adams are on Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, Iba Gani Abiodun Ige Adams, yesterday described the ACF, the Mayeti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MASBAN, as jokers. Alright, Adams, in a statement by the Special Assistant on Media, Kende Aderemi, expressed concern about the security situation in the region, stating that threatening of attacking on the southwest can further increases in Ibarapa, Oyo and Ondo and will be certain affect the entire nation. He said the apex organization in the north and the elder association should watch their statement or face their warrant of Yoruba nation. By their insisting this statement, the north are beating war drums, but we will resisting and attempting by the north to turn our region to war zone, and no amount of the treaty will stop us from securing our region from killer X-Men. Alright. From my feeling, what is playing out in the last 3 days, especially in the social media, is evidence that there are some enemies and politician elements both within and outside our region who are now using their brave of Sunday Igboho as a concentrated attack to the soul, my name, and I also put my effort in my past 20 years in the struggle to taste. Or as Adams, whoever warned the North to stay away from the attempt to cause mayhem in the southwest, as the situation could generate into the further shows that might be affect the entire nation. Okay, here what Ondo State. Ondo quick notice Oyo attack worrisome AYCF. However, use consultative form AYCF yesterday described the quick notice ordered by the Ondo governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu and subsequent attack and destruction of property in Oyo State as worrisome and disturbing. At the same time, the group, which spoken through its president Shatima Yerima, said, "Let it be known that the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria guarantee every Nigerian right to live in any part of the country and freely engage in any legitimate business of his or her choice. The governor of Ondo State be a leader from person expected to know better." Alright, ACF criticized will not support any group that engage in any form of criminality, and such people should not be identified by their region, tribe and ethnicity, but should be treated in a criminal. All right, in a brief flame, don't cause another civil war, Bishop Ohana warns. Okay, worried by the action but unguarded, untrusted by some highly placed individually and ordinary Nigeria couple with the poor handling of the criminal elements in the country. The co-shared interfaith dialogue formed from the peace Bishop Sunday Igboho has warned against invitation of another civil war. The president, Vision Africa Internationally, who was speaking on the sidelines of security challenge in the country, called on Nigeria, respectively of political, religion, and ethnic divide, to be careful in the drawing lines of argument, stressing that Nigeria is yet to recover from the civil war, even after 51 years ago. At the same time, the Global Peace Award winner 2013 warned that unguarded threats have the potential of tearing the country apart within a trickle of an ear if it is targeted that in the line manner, stating that war-ravaged countries of the world have been never told good story regarding its effect on their economy. Alright, Bishop Onao charged that the federal government is to fish out criminal elements destroying farmland, raping women and kidnapping people in a different part of the country, adding that vice do not in any way respect and the traditional cattle farmers known by the Nigerians. Okay, that's what we have for you from FRT and Worldwide News Entertainment. Many speak on this, so now in a briefly. The Odua People Congress (OPC) in the indigenous people on Biafra, IPOB fighting on fire based on following the reaction of the presidency and Arewa constitutive for ACF. So what we're trying to bring out on this news is that on 3 group inner security abstain that they will not allow X-Men to stay in this Nigeria. And number 1, AKEREDOLU, they said that he have already told to be remove the X-Men in Ondo State. So, according to this, the Odua People Congress (OPC), the indigenous people Biafra, and they have stand at the back of AKEREDOLU that nothing will happen and they will succeed on the case. So, in shortly, ACF Arewa constitutive form has now standing that it's not allowed that they should send Fulani away. So we don't know much to say about this. Thanks to be with FRT and Worldwide News Entertainment.